it don't matter what race or creed or color. You love this land and you're my brother. That ain't place to know your stand. If you say you can't breathe, I'll show you we can. Ain't never gonna stop believing. We were born for freedom. We were born for freedom.
All right, all right, all right. Wait for a few people to come in. I hope you don't mind. Let me get myself right. Let me get myself right. I got my shield here. Let me show you. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait a minute. It's a 22. Pew pew pew. All right. Got my chilled glass here. Where's my koozie? I keep my koozies on hand at all time. One of my customers gave me this. My customers are nice as fuck. And I'm sorry, I needed an IPA. And Oscar Blues is one of my top breweries. I think they make the best beer. They're what I call an A+ brewery. Meaning it's not just that they have one beer that's amazing, it's that all of their beers are amazing. My favorite is the Scottish Chub, which is a Scotch style ale. The other one that they do is the Dale's Pale Ale, which is my favorite pale ale. And then they do one called Guns and Rosé, which is a rosé lager. And it is fucking delicious. So shout out to Oscar Blues. Never got an interview with these people when I was doing Beer Talk Radio. Never got an interview with them. But to this day, I think they're fucking amazing. They have I know they're from Longmont, Colorado, Brevard, North Carolina, and Austin, Texas. But they also have another brewery in somewhere in Florida. I remember seeing it there. Anyway, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to, hey, Clue in the house. Nice to have you here. Thanks for being at the earlier live stream. It was so much fun, wasn't it? We had a really cool interview between Megan McGlover and Jericho Green. That was nice. And today we are going to be kicking off our Armageddon series. Said, are you getting it? Yes, I'm getting it. Said, I'm getting it. Yes, I'm getting it. Come on, Steve. Okay. So I wanted to, I invited some veterans from Instagram to jump in, but they haven't gotten back to me. Sunday nights are always really difficult for a lot of people. And the problem with TikTok people is that they only like to do shit on TikTok. It's really hard to get them to come over to my YouTube channel. I don't know why they're so stubborn, but they just are. But, you know, whatever. You do you, I'll do me. I like to cross promote on the platforms. I think it's smarter to do it that way. Plus TikTok, you can save your own replays from your own live streams. But if you jump in someone else's live stream, there's no way to save it. And not only that, look who's here. Hey, J-Dog, nice to have you here. Thank you, Clue. My streams are always energetic. I try to keep them energetic. I mean, I'm an energetic person. That's what, you know. Somebody said that I had ADD or that I might have ADD. I don't think I have ADD because, like, when I want to focus, I can focus. I'm only enthusiastic about things I give a shit about, you know, like saving America and preparing patriots for the worst possible scenario, and being a clear-minded, logical person with effective communication skills, being in control of our emotions, but also expressing our emotions in a healthy way. Um, that is my art, besides, you know, culinary arts and making videos. That's my art. That's my contribution to the world. And so it's shit that I'm excited about. Now, if you want to sit there and talk about like things I don't understand, then it's going to be a whole lot harder for me to be enthusiastic. But anyway, this is my IPA here, the Can of Bliss. Okay. This is 7.2%. So it might only take one of these to get me right. Might only take one. I am going to open up the stream for anybody who wants to jump in, because this is some interesting material, and the reason I'm bringing it to you is because I want everyone to be thinking about what you would need. I don't know if they call it I call it a go bag. I don't know what other people call it, but what would you need for your go bag? And what would you put in that go bag if you were on a very, very strict budget, like many of us are right now? So hold up, let me bring in TikTok and we will get started. So I quickly just want to review, if you have not watched the 33 Strategies of War intro, that is something you need to watch. The precursor to that is the 5-part Art of War series that I did over a month ago. I have a really cool book that I'm reading on Instagram. This is an Instagram exclusive. It's called It's Your Ship by Captain D. Michael Abrashoff, Management Techniques from the Best Damn Ship in the Navy. Great fucking book. And the reason I think I relate to this book so much is because a lot of the complaints about management style in the Navy is very similar to the complaints that I have had about management style in the culinary industry. Hold up. 1 second. So we've got a little watch party tonight. We got a little watch party tonight. This video was brought to my attention by a incredible man. He knows who he is. I call him Mr. McDreamy. And I want to thank Mr. McDreamy for bringing this video to my attention. I think it's really cool. It's a 34-minute video, but I'm going to play it at 1.25 replay speed because, excuse me, ooh, that IPA. Got me. I'm not a huge IPA drinker, but I like the way that this company does IPAs. So you generally will not see me drink an IPA from any other brewery other than this company, because they're just the best at it. So anyway, yeah, where the fuck have you been? Where have you been, Leah? Leah was actually with me at the Walkaway rally in San Francisco. So me and her, like, we got some battle scars. That shit was wild, dude. Like, fucking Antifa showed up and the cops wouldn't do a fucking thing, dude. The cops wouldn't do anything. It was so crazy. But as in most democratic cities, they were told to stand down and let the patriots get beat up. But some of us, we was about it, So nothing happened to Brandon Straka. Nothing happened to anyone on the walkaway team. Nothing happened to any of the patriots. And I think 2 of the Antifa people got arrested that day at the end, not while it was happening, but at the end. So yeah, happy to see you here. Appreciate you. Yes, of course, Clue. I can introduce you to great beers. If you haven't seen my old YouTube channel, which is called Beer Talk Radio, go check that out. And if you check on iTunes and Spotify, all of my old podcast episodes from 2018 to 2020 are still there. So if you really want to learn about beer, I am your girl. I am the beer queen. And I will always love craft beer. I will always love local beer. Okay. Oh, you finally got rid of his ass? All right, good. Mama Tina's in the house. Moment of silence for Caleb. Okay. Mama Tina, I watched some of those videos that the guy that you were having problems with. I watched some of his videos. Yeah, he's quite deceptive. He seems very enthusiastic, but yeah, he might be he's a double agent for sure. My girl Jules is in the house. Thank you for being here, baby girl. I am so happy you're here. So everybody say hey to Jules Skull Lady. She is one of my TikTok friends and fans. Been very loyal to me for since my last couple of profiles. Band fan, #band fam. Jim Crow Joe, happy you're here as well. Okay, so maybe I do have ADD. Look at me, just jumping around. Roids and Adderall don't mix well. Girl, these motherfuckers that are on steroids are insane. They're insane. Trust me, I know. Okay? Fuck them. Survival. Okay? Armageddon series, part 1. Survival. What would you need for a go bag, and what would you be able to purchase with only $50? Great question, right? Well, these 2 in this video, one of them is named Matt Glover. The other one is named Sean Ryan. I'm sorry, Mike Glover. One of them is named Sean Ryan. The other one is named Mike Glover. Now, I have seen Mike Glover before because one of my old roommates used to watch a lot of his videos. So I have seen him before, but I haven't really followed him or watched anything about him because I don't have the guns that they be talking about in the videos. And I don't understand everything that they're talking about. Steve, I am so sorry to hear that. I'm very, very sorry to hear that. Yeah, you're tired of the genocide. I get it. I'm so sorry. So they did something called the Special Ops Challenge. And I believe they both have military backgrounds. So they challenged each other to spend $50 and 10 minutes in a Walmart and buy things that they think they would need. So again, I'm going to go ahead and play it. And if anybody wants to jump in afterward and maybe make some other suggestions of things that you think you would need for survival in a apocalypse or, communist situation, please feel free to jump in. I'm going to keep posting the links so people can jump in if they want to. Here we go. I am going to play it on 1.5 speed because they both speak very slowly. This is a 34-minute video, which means we'll probably get through it in about 25 to 26 minutes, maybe 28 minutes. Do the math. I can't do the math off my head.
Greetings, everyone. So I'm here with Mike Glover from Fieldcraft Survival.
He's a former Green Beret. He's a former CIA contractor. He's an expert survivalist. And welcome to the show, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
What's up, Bay Area conservative?
So we're going to get a scenario. The scenario is we were dumbasses. We went on vacation to New York where they don't allow any guns. We don't have any knives on us, no guns. We have a $50 budget. We have 10 minutes. And we've just been told the end of the world is about to happen. And we got a 10-minute head start. Some of our where the fuck are you going? we got a 10-minute head start before general population finds out. So we have 10 minutes, $50. We got to make our survival kit out of that. So what do you think, Mike? Do you know what you're going to get?
I do, but I can't say it's classified.
No fucking coupon cutting. No fucking coupon cutting. All right. 10 minutes. No coupon cutting.
No stealing.
What?
Oh, you weren't stealing? You weren't planning? There was like, are we doing this legally?
Yeah, we're all right.
No acquisition.
All right. Do you think you're going to get gummy bears?
100% I'm getting gummy bears. That's just a staple of survival.
All right.
They have survival gummies here.
All right. Well, 10 minutes, $50, Walmart. It's Monday. I'm fucking hungry. On your mark. Get set. Go!
People always ask me, Jeff, how do you make money with credit? So let me give you a quick example, okay?
All right, here we go. You guys know where I'm going. Straight to the fucking milk duds. Or maybe gummy bears, I'm not sure. I actually have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna get. And I've already wasted 30 seconds. Here we go. Excuse me. Oh, look at that. We expect to see you here.
What are you doing here?
Oh.
We're sold out of everything that you need.
I'll be back. Dude, did I see you fucking cut coupons before we came in here? That's bullshit, motherfucker.
No food stamps
That is
allowed. You're not allowed to
bullshit.
use food stamps for this event. What happens if you become over budget?
You got to take something out.
Ooh.
So, just got back from Walmart for the $50 10-minute Walmart End of the World Challenge. We had $50, no fucking coupon cutting, Mike. And what do you got? What's your first item?
Oh, we're going item by item?
We'll go first item you went for.
Okay, this is fun. This is
And
reminds me
why?
of those Santa Claus gift exchange things. Okay, should I go in order of priority in survival or just whatever comes to mind?
What was the first item that was in your head? You were like, shit, I got fucking 10 minutes. I got $50. The end of the world's about to happen. Nobody knows it yet. What's the first thing you went for?
The first thing I went for, because I understand that shelter and exposure to the elements will kill you the fastest. Yeah, sure, you could acquire and you could pillage and do all that stuff, but I wanted to be sure I was taken care of, especially if I was rural. So the first thing I bought, and I'll do a combo with this, is a tarp. And this tarp cost me $4. $4. Actually, less than that.
$4?
$3.84 this tarp cost me. I have experience with tarps, but this tarp is a shelter half. It's also a space blanket. It's also a fart sack. And combined with bungee cords, which are also tourniquets, by the way, but tourniquets to put them up, this is a quick shelter half that I could literally use on the go, but also build me a shelter to live in during periods of rest.
I'm going
Sorry, this is
to
aisle.
take notes
Yeah.
so that
Yeah, you
I'll
did.
type them up
I
tomorrow,
didn't.
You got the
and they'll be in the
$20
community post
I did.
on the community
And
tab.
then I had to put it back.
All right,
But
so what'd you get? What's your first
The
item?
first item I got is a crowbar.
Huh.
So
How much did you pay for that?
I paid. How much did I pay for this damn thing?
You sure that old lady didn't buy that for you?
She didn't.
That might have been one of the items.
Wait a minute. I did get the headlamp. Oh no, it's voided. Where is this damn thing?
I'm thinking like $8.84.
$5.88.
$5.88.
$5.88. So first thing that went through my head was, holy shit, we have 10 minutes. We're going to Walmart. I only have $50. I'm not going to get everything I need. So I went for and it was, the rules were, we were on vacation in New York. We had no guns, no knives. All right. So I knew I wasn't going to get everything I needed. So I went with the crowbar. We're at Walmart. End of the world's about to happen. Usually people live around Walmart. So I figured, all right, whatever I don't get at Walmart, maybe I will find by prying people's doors open. So, and it's also,
It's like a weapon.
could be used for self-defense. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't want to get hit with this damn thing.
Prying, wedging, cutting.
Yep. I mean, great breaching tool.
You can't replicate steel in the wild, and so definitely good choice. That's a good choice.
Not bad, right?
Well,
So-
you could also grind it down if you had to. You could do. I mean, wedge like those 5 pillars of survival that you need to use in the wild, like the wedging, the splicing, the cutting, smashing. That's
yeah.
a good tool.
So yeah, that's why I picked that. I knew I wasn't going to get everything I needed, and so I figured maybe I'll get something
You'll take whatever you need.
that might be able to get me whatever I needed. So what do you got next?
Okay, I think next on my bucket list was right across the hall and the aisle. I needed to get a way to contain water. You have about 3 days if you're not fat like me before you die of lack of hydration. So if you're not drinking water, you will quickly die. The bigger you are, there's a whole bunch of variables involved, but you have to stay hydrated. So I needed a way to contain water. And so I got this outdoor vessel for this particular one. Water bottle was $5.97. A little bit more than I wanted to pay, but can contain water to be purified later. It also is pretty solid piece of plastic. Yeah, I can hold food, contain food or anything that I find and acquire. It's a good container vessel, and I wanted to do something this size. That was key. I looked for Nalgene because Nalgene is a little bit more rugged.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever jumped on an airborne operation, which I have with a Nalgene bottle, and then I landed on it and almost broke my back, then you know how strong they can be. This isn't as strong because it's Walmart outdoor brand, but $5.
You're going to pay a premium for Nalgene.
Yeah, it's like $15. All right, what do you got? What's next?
All right. So after I did this, after
this
I
is
got
in
the
order,
crowbar.
right? You're not skipping around. This is what you went to.
Yeah.
Second. Okay.
The second thing I got, but just the first thing going through my head was this. Then it was
You see
food,
these
water,
pussies
shelter.
drinking wine?
This is what popped in my head, right? So
Just kidding.
and being warm
Be warm.
because it is fucking December.
Yeah.
But then I got this, the multi-tool. It's got
I should have got that.
long nose pliers, standard pliers,
For those
wire
of us
cutter,
who are
knife,
old enough
bottle
to
opener,
remember,
can opener.
that is
Phillips-
called, when we were growing up, those were really expensive. Those were called a Leatherman tool. And now they call them multi-tools because there's more companies making them. And I love them. Like I had a Leatherman tool. Like my dad bought me one because I was a tomboy. And I loved it. And I had it all the way up to college, from like the age of like 8 all the way up to college. Just saying.
A screwdriver, which I don't even know what the hell that is, a file, a saw, medium slotted screwdriver,
Damn it.
small slotted screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
So this cost $4.87.
Damn it.
So yeah,
That's a bargain tool.
I just happened to come across it. It was in the middle of the, it was on one of the sales racks. So I was like, oh, don't mind if I do.
That's probably one of the best pieces. I tried to find that and couldn't find it because you hid them all from me.
I did.
I saw you wheeling.
This was
it
the
on.
last one.
Yeah. Was it really?
No,
Okay.
some pink ones.
So I try to find that multi-tool because it's the best and cheapest price. Because here, I won't even tell you what I do with those. So it's $5, and you can't beat that. What I found instead was a $4.87. So I saved a penny on you. But I
Damn.
don't have the multitude of tools that you have. But this has a stainless steel blade and a glass-filled nylon handle,
That's what I'm talking about.
which means nothing, absolutely nothing. It just means this is a 6.5-inch pocket knife. Look, I knew that I was going to have a weapon. I knew I was going to have a way of cutting and splicing. There's no doubt in any survival situation, you have to have a knife or a blade of some type, either a multi-tool or this $4.87 pocket knife. That was my next thing. Bam. What's your next priority?
Water.
Hmm.
So then this is when I ran into you. So then I wound up in the survival section where I knew Mike would be. And I got the life straw. This was my most expensive find treasure by a long shot, but I've used this before. One good thing about it, it's real light, and I don't have much to carry this shit in. So this was $17.47. It does 1,000 gallons. I can just put this thing around my neck and
Which conservative Texan is this? Is this Cath Lab or is this Conroe? Which one are you? Which one are you? Which one are you? Are you one of my people? Are you one of my band families? My band family? Identify yourself. I haven't seen you on my channel before. Identify yourself. And thank you for being here. I love that. Rule of 3, 3 minutes without air, 3 weeks without water, 3 months without food. Keep that in mind. I love that. Let me write that down real quick. Three air, 3 water, 3 food. Oh, okay. I guess we don't know each other. So I know 2 people named Conservative Texan, and I've met them both, and they're like TikTok band fam. Okay, but thank you for being here. Happy you're here. This is why I want people.
there's a lot of water around here, so I can
help,
just, put
can
that in the
help
streams.
with
Yep,
the
just suck it up. And so yeah, that was my next priority was water.
Expensive.
It was,
But hey, water is critical in survival. I opted a different route because I knew that I couldn't depend on. I could contain water, but I couldn't purify it. So I saw this life straw, and the only problem I have with life straws is you can't contain it. So you have to plan your route from water to water. But I mean, honestly, in this kind of situation, you would find a vessel or container. That's not hard to do. Just the transfer of that into another bottle could be problematic. So here's what I did. Water was my next priority as well. And so what I decided to do was I bought this A&W root beer, not because I like root beer, because it's the only soda that they had with the highest number of calories.
Wait, so you don't like root beer?
I fucking hate it. It's disgusting.
Whatever.
But it's 300 calories, and it's actually got, this is what's great about root beer. It's got 78 grams of carbohydrates and 76 grams of sugar. 76 grams. There's 9 grams of sugar per teaspoon of sugar. So this thing is like a bottle of sugar, which is a bottle of energy. But the water comes into play when I have this little guy. This bottle of bleach cost me.
Say hello to my little friend.
This little bottle of bleach cost me $2.54. Now it's important that you get scent-free bleach, which this is. That's concentrated. This bleach has 121 fluid ounces. I know this is going to be math. I'm good at math because I'm Asian. This is what I do. Every 6.5 every 6.5 fluid ounces of Clorox bleach decontaminates or sanitizes 1,000 gallons. I just did the math in my head. 18,600 gallons of water I can sanitize with this bottle of household bleach.
Now, I'm not going to try to be an asshole here, and I will, definitely bow down to people who know better than me. But there are other ways of sanitizing water. And I'm just thinking, for practical purposes, would you really be carrying around a gallon of bleach in a go bag? It doesn't seem practical to me. There are iodine tablets, and then there are also sanitation tablets that we use in the kitchen, and they come in the size of what would be like an aspirin bottle. And to me, that seems much more practical. I can't see leaving the house with a bag with a gallon of bleach. I just can't see doing it. I don't, but I'm not ex-military, so I'm just saying. I don't know. Texan says, You can also make a chemical fire with bleach, drain cleaner, and other stuff, but I won't tell you how to make it over the internet. And of course, bleach is also a weapon if you are Jussie Smollett. Vodka, smart vodka. I would much rather carry around a gallon of vodka, honestly, but just saying. Guys, look up other ways. Maybe somebody can do some research for me. Look up other ways to make, to purify water other than bleach. Because I can't see, I mean, I know if you had to, you would. I'm not like being a jerk here and trying to like contradict what they're saying. I'm just saying, I know in the industry that I have worked in, there are other ways to sanitize water. Okay, there are. Just saying. I would rather like flake off some little flakes of like a sanitation purification tablet. You said purification tablet, but we also have these blue sanitizer tablets that we use in the kitchen instead of using liquid sanitizer. And I'm not sure if it's the same thing, but I think it kind of is. There's like these blue sanitizer tablets. Like I would rather flake off a little bit of a tablet that comes in a bottle this big than to throw a gallon of bleach in my backpack if I'm like running from zombies. Like I'm just saying, I'm not contradicting. I'm just trying to find alternatives. Okay.
It's about 8 drops of water per gallon if you want to get down to the gallon. But you need a way of carrying it. Obviously, this is my primary for carrying it. But I knew if I came across shit water, I need to be able to transfer it and sanitize it because I can't drink it immediately. You actually have to wait a period of time to sanitize it. So I take this, put my drops of chlorine bleach in here, shake it, let it set and wait until it kills all the bacteria and the viruses that could potentially live in it. And then I transfer it to my working bottle. And then if I need to get rid of this, I'm obviously going to use one of these vessels or containers, including this A&W, which filled, you know what, real quick with their math, this is 20 fluid ounces, so 6.5 times, let's just call it 3 for sake of math. I could do 3,250 gallons of water with this size bottle of bleach. So that's a lot of water to sanitize.
That's.
I mean, I could make a pool and use bleach to sanitize it and swim in it and then drink it. I'm just saying, if you had a pool, if you had access to a pool, that's, yeah, I don't know.
So what's next? So, all right. What do we got here? So the next thing I was concerned about was fire, right? It's December. I like to be warm. And so I got this. I think this was 99 cents. Just a regular lighter. It was cheaper than those little lighters. That's what I had first. And then this, I'm a bargain shopper. So $1. Along with that, right next to it was the Dura Flame. All right. The Dura Flame, this is a fire starter. And one of my weaknesses, as much as I love burning shit, I actually made my own committee called the Burning Shit Committee. But that's how much I love fire. But out in the wild, when it's cold and it's wet, as we found out last night, sometimes it can be a pain in the ass to get these going. So I can just cut a little chunk off of this thing.
Smart.
And it's going to burn. And, this is 2.5 pounds. So I was going to get Vaseline and cotton balls, but when I saw this, I think I might get more out of this.
How much did that one cost?
This was, the old Dura Flame, huh? This was $2.94. So it would have been cheaper than the cotton and Vaseline anyways. Yeah. Yeah. What else you got?
So that's a bargain. If I would have known that was that much, I would have probably got a couple of those, and then I got my Gummy Bears. But I decided to go with big lighters. I forget the number of strikes. I think they're 10. There are somewhere in the thousands of strikes per. Actually, we'll figure that out later because these are capable of striking a lot. And number one, you could fly with a big lighter, and also it's a staple of survival. Fire is essential to keeping your core body temperature warm. You get wet, staying warm near shelter. Signal day and night. Daytime green foliage gets a lot of pews, a lot of smoke. At night, the thermal signature or the visual signature. So big lighters are great for everything. This is a 2-pack. It costs $2.78. So not that bad for 2 lighters. Fire is key. Just make sure you could obviously start a fire. I thought about cardboard and a whole bunch of stuff, but it is wet. You could probably find dry cardboard, but at a minimum, you need a way to start it. And that's not sparking or rubbing magnesium, which is just a spark. You need a way to flame fire or start fire.
Roger that. Next thing I got was the.
I saw you eyeballing those.
How much was this thing?
My tarp was how much was my tarp? My tarp was $4.
Oh, okay.
34 cents. Actually, $3.84. $3.84 my tarp.
Well, your tarp's a hell of a lot more handy than this piece of shit. But this was a 97-cent poncho. I got it obviously to keep dry. It's raining today, and I don't like being fucking cold, and I don't like being wet. So I got this to keep dry. I got this to keep my shit dry if I want to keep that dry. And
I do.
if I couldn't find a house to break into with my crowbar, then I would have to build a shelter out in the woods, and this would probably wind up on the roof of it. So 97-cent emergency poncho.
I've been the shelter, the fire, the water. Something to think about, which is my next choice, was LED headlamps. These are distributed in Arkansas, but they're obviously made in China. Yes, made in China. And these are 99 cents a pop. I actually tested a couple prior to this releases, the little lithium battery that's in here that allows you to turn it on. For the money, these are cheap pieces of crap. I understand that. I've tested these before. They don't last that long, but they're good for redundancy and they're cheap. They're 99 cents, so I got 2 of them. Have a headlamp as a light source to find your way, but also in addition to that, as a method or means to signal non-verbally. This is a bright light, even for a 99-cent piece of crap. This is key to see where you're going, because the advantage is night. But if you don't have a means to move at night because you're blind or you don't have loom, then this is your loom, and this allows you to move. I would ideally in a survival situation rather move during reverse cycle at night than be up during the day when most people are up during the day and risk exposure to people. Because people are the bad guys.
Was that a 2-for-1 special, or you got 2 for?
I just bought 2 as a contingency.
Oh, okay.
99 cents per headlamp. Per headlamp.
All right.
I think that was $1 per. Add a penny to that. What else?
The next thing I got was
That's a good one.
Container here. So when I run out of my 1,000 gallons, 3 years worth of water with my life straw, I can boil it and sanitize it in my metal canteen, stainless steel 18-ounce cup. I can cook things in here. Boil water, cook things.
How much did you pay for that?
This was
that old lady bought that.
$4.97.
Oh, that's about right.
$4.97. So, yep, the old stainless steel 18-ounce cup.
I like that.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
I figured I was giving grocery bags on checkout, so that for me acts as my wet weather protection from the elements for my gear or equipment, because this is probably not waterproof or resistant or anything. So I also understand that I needed to get a pack to carry that carry it in. These packs, I wanted to get like a JanSport, like a kid pack. Well, I didn't want to get a kids pack because I don't want to look like a weirdo, like a creep.
Mike, you already look like a weirdo.
Thanks. I'm a 6'1" Asian man. This was on sale. The tactical version of this was $25. This little guy was $11, but it has enough capacity where I'm not just carrying a grocery bag full of stuff, and I have the ability to retain my equipment safely, but also have room to spare to acquire more. Because remember, this isn't a game of acquisition. This is just going to sustain my movement, my short-term survival. I have to start acquiring, pillaging, and doing everything I need to survive long-term. I think about this as a means to get me to the higher level of upgrade.
God, you guys are so difficult. Am I going to do a live stream? I was just talking shit about how people on TikTok are so reluctant to come over to my YouTube channel, bro. Just fucking come over here. I'm not going to go on TikTok and do it. I'm doing it here. So it can be recorded in 180 DPI or definition, whatever the fuck it's called. And so I can repurpose it on all of my 11 other fucking platforms. So jump in this chat. I'm not doing this on TikTok. I'm doing this here. Thunderfoot. Get it? Not trying to be an asshole, but like every time I ask you to come on my YouTube page, you want to do shit on TikTok. I don't want to do shit on TikTok. Okay? It's low resolution and I don't want to use it. I don't want to post it in my other places. Exactly. Clue understands, okay? I pay StreamYard so that I can have higher resolution recordings of my live streams. Okay, this is why I wanted you and your ex-neo-Nazi friend to come onto my show and do your lecture or do your interview or whatever it was you're going to do. I don't want to be on TikTok where everyone is talking over one another and the resolution is poor as fuck. Okay, I'm a professional here. Trust me. So I would love to have you in this conversation, but you need to do it here at my house on my turf. Okay. I'm not doing this on TikTok. I'm streaming it on TikTok so everyone can see me. And I'm encouraging people to jump onto YouTube. Okay. I appreciate your input. You're an amazing man, very intelligent. So why would I want to record anything you have to say in low definition? Wouldn't I want to honor you and your input by recording you in higher definition? Right? See, this is why I was the number 8 craft beer podcast of 2020 and why you don't have a podcast yet. Because I check, I read the numbers, I see the difference between audio and video quality, and I care about things like that. People on TikTok don't. People on YouTube do. So please, if you'd like to bring input, please, here is the link. Okay? Just jump in and we'll let these guys talk. And then anything that you want to add to the discussion or add to the list, I will write that down for my ragers to see. And I will post it in my community tab. Another feature that TikTok does not have is the community tab. So I can actually put posts and then I can repost those posts on Twitter. See? Okay. If you don't have a cam, that is fine. You can do it through your phone and you can do audio only. So you click this StreamYard. I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm trying to educate you. You can click the StreamYard and if you want to do audio only, no face, no case. Remember, the feds hate me. So, you know, that's fine.
Graded survival, which is my house, a friend's house, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Pretty popular.
Yeah.
All right, what's your next item?
The next item I got, I'm just going to throw both of them out. I got the Zebco Omniflex 150 yards, 50-pound test line fishing string. I got the cheapest fishing string I could find with the most weight test.
Mm-hmm.
So 50 pounds. They have more. I would have liked braided, but
How much did that cost?
I'm on a budget. I think it was like $1 something.
Dude, that's a good bargain. That's
Yeah.
a lot of test line and a heavy test to do a whole. You do snares, huh?
Where the hell is it?
Again, something else the old lady bought for you. Shame.
You can't be talking shit about the old lady.
Shame. I don't even see it on there. Did you steal that?
I did get the headlamp.
No, she voided that.
Nope. Oh yeah, she did void it.
Oh, there it is right there.
Where?
$1.97 you paid for that. Right
Oh
over there.
yeah, Omniflex. $1.97 I paid for this. So
That could be the best bargain.
what am I gonna do with this? You know,
Snares.
I can
traps,
snare.
God.
I can fish, and I can tie shit up and help me build my shelter with
Yeah,
this. There's
so you can build a
150
shelter.
yards. So and it's 50-pound test, so it's probably gonna last. And then I got the old Eagle Claw Quantity 5 treble hooks. I got the smallest treble hooks I could find.
It's for trout, small bat or smallmouth.
Yep,
Largemouth.
perch, whatever. So anything I can dig up.
It's even got a little cheat sheet on the back for how to tie knots.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. So that was my food. I didn't want to spend too much time finding I was more concerned with the water, warmth, and shelter than I was food. But this was one of the last things. I actually went back to the section to get that. And then
I got one more.
Oh, go ahead.
The last thing I got was gummy bears. There's 450 calories in one bag of gummy bears. Fat-free, but tons of carbs, tons of sugar, tons of fat, a little bit of protein. Actually, it's got 10 grams of protein per bag of gummy bears. So between a whole bunch of everything that you need calorie-wise, I mean, I got the combination of these two things having nearly 1,000 calories, which is enough to get me started. You can go 30 days without food easily. I mean, when I went to Ranger School, I lost 30 pounds eating 400, 500 calories a day for 3 months.
That's true.
Food is not a big concern. I'm just concerned about short term. Now, long term, I would be worried about food. And this is real water rich, so I might have got the hooks and stuff to do what I need to do. Gummy bears cost me $1, by the way, $1. I actually ate the real bag. This is just the reserve bag that we had to buy after the fact to put into the show. Yes.
Right on, man.
All right, so this is weird.
Jeff in the house.
How much did you spend?
So I spent a total of $49.36 to be exact.
I spent $47.82, but I had to return some shit. So, but my strategy was, I wasn't going to sit there on the calculator. I was going to throw it all in the cart. What I thought was close. I actually ran out of time anyways. And then, you know, if it was over, then I would just tell them to take it off, which is exactly what happened. Now, I don't know if this is cheating or not, but what else was in the cart? Except we must have left the damn lamp there. But I had another lighter. I had something to contain water in. It was the cheapest one I could find. I wasn't too concerned with durability, but this was the cheapest one I could find, and we'll never know. And milk duds. There are 10 servings, 9 servings, 130 calories a piece, 5 grams of fat, and just, you know, a whole lot of pure goodness. So, but this shit doesn't actually count, or maybe it does, because the beautiful young lady behind me in line decided she would be nice, and it was Christmas time, she said, so she felt bad that I had to take those. She thought I was poor.
You're counting subtotals the whole time, so she's like, these poor, counting pennies. And thank you to that lady.
Yeah, thank you for the Milk Duds lighter, headlamp, and water bottle. So I don't know if that's cheating. We said no couponing.
Yeah. Well, in a survival situation, your network of your friends, closest family, that's how you're going to survive long term. It's not just going to be on you.
Yeah. So, all right. One thing that you wish you had.
Fishing line.
What would you put back to get it?
I'd do 1 lighter instead of 2, which would give me enough money to get.
It would.
Yeah.
It would give you enough.
I'd get that lighter instead of that one. What about you? I'm thinking you need a bag, because I know the Walmart thing was, and you're going to hijack a little kid that has a bag.
I would, but bag was on the list, but we're on a budget, and I didn't want to spend $10 on a bag. I didn't think about the bleach thing, and to be honest, I wouldn't have. I didn't know that. I don't know the formula, but so I would have stuck with the Life Straw. I thought about getting the iodine tabs to save the money, but I said, fuck it, I'm going with the Life Straw. And wait, so what would I put back? I would probably put back shit. I think I would I'm gonna stick with what I got.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's enough. I thought that was a really fun video. It was a cool little challenge.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute. It was cute how they did that. And it was cool how they thought about shelter, they thought about warmth, they thought about water purification, they thought about caloric intake, and then they thought about weaponry.
Yeah.
So they kind of covered a lot with $50. So I haven't seen you here before. Welcome to Red Pill Rage. I am Red Pill Rage, otherwise known as Lady Rage, Ginny Rage, Ginny Red Pill, whatever you want to call me is fine.
Yeah, I'm
what did you want to add to the conversation?
Paracord can be used for a lot of stuff. Fishing line, sutures if you got to.
Sutures? So
Yep.
for medical?
Yeah, if you got to stitch yourself up, you can just cut open a strand of paracord, pull some string, sew yourself up with it. A lot of stuff you can do with it. Like I said earlier, the bleach and all that, you can actually cook that stuff down to create some stuff to make a chemical fire so you have warmth.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff you can do for the cheap. And Dollar General, like
You know what would be fun is if we did the same challenge at the 99-cent store or the Dollar General so that we could get more stuff for even cheaper. So we could get 50 items for $50 instead of, like, I don't know, each of them got what, 10 items or so with a
Yeah.
$50 total. Like, that would be even more of a challenge. That might be fun. I'm gonna call some of my vet buddies and see if they want to do it. I think it would be so cool.
That'd be a fun challenge. I'd be down for it.
Cool. Any other thoughts you wanted to add to the conversation?
Community is how you're going to survive in the long run. And you got to have a good set of people that you know you can trust. And you're going to have to barter and work with these people. You ain't going to be able to trust everybody. Because when society breaks down, the people that you think are your friends, they could be your neighbors or anything. And the moment that they start running out of supplies and they see you and your stuff as a resource for them, you might have to do something
ugly.
Yeah. The wet work. Yeah.
Wait, what have I missed so far? Can you all hear me?
Yes. Hi, Thunderfoot. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to High Resolution, something you don't get on TikTok.
No. So one thing about the bleach. Now, I don't know much about bleach, but my father told me because he was in survival school. He said, number one, you can eat anything that grows hair. You can eat anything that grows hair. And number two, when it comes to water, you need to boil it. I don't know anything about that bleach. He said, boil the water.
But what if you didn't have a means of, like, what if you had everything in your backpack, but you didn't have a lighter, or you lost your lighter, or you didn't have anything to use to make fire? So
there are other means to start fires, like Bear Grylls. It takes a long time, but you can't start a fire. It said what he said. What he said you can. It took him 12 hours to start a fire. It's possible. It just takes a very long time for you to do it.
Signal mirror, if you have a signal mirror.
Yes. And what else? Always be near a water source, such as a river or a lake, because animals go there to get water. So be close to a water source, because that's more than likely where you're going to get your food as well.
Did anyone have to watch this documentary? It wasn't really a documentary. It was like this drama series about like marine stuff and survival stuff. It was called Voyage of the Mimi. Did anyone watch that in middle school or high school? I mean, like elementary school or middle school?
No.
Okay, so Voyage of the Mimi was really cool. It was like a part of like the science lab or whatever. There's a way that you can purify water with the sun using plastic. So I'm thinking, hey, Levi did. Yes. Okay. You can purify water using plastic. You make like a triangle out of branches or sticks or whatever. Then you wrap plastic around it, and you put the water in the bottom, and you let it sit in the sun, and then as the water evaporates, it purifies as it goes up. So you just need to find a way to catch the water at the top. So as it boils in the sun, let's see, that's one way that you can do it without a fire source, is with plastic. So I'm thinking when Mike bought the tarp is multi-use.
Yeah.
So if you need to boil something in the sun or steam something in the sun, you can do it with the tarp, which cost him $4. Yes, the humpback whales. Yes, it was about the humpback whales. Yes. Oh my God. How old are you, Levi? Oh my God. That was my favorite. That was like my favorite science course ever, was Voyage of the Mimi. I still remember shit from that. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, Thunderfoot? You look like you about to fall asleep.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
No, I'm just thinking about. No, I'm just thinking about other things, and plus I'm a little on edge right now because I got someone on my Instagram saying that they know where I live and they know where I work, and just being an ass right now. So I have my AR in my lap right now, thinking about some stuff, but it's okay.
Who is it? Let's go troll him. Who that is?
He is a guy that pretty
What's
much.
what's the fucking screen name? Just tell me who he is, not what he did.
Hold on. See, if I exit out, it's not my fault. Hold up. Let me see if I can get on here.
I just dropped the link to Mirror Safety in the private chat. They got some pretty good purification tablets on there for cheap, a whole bunch of other stuff.
Can anyone with a wrench please repost what I'm about to post? If you're in here and you have a wrench, Clue, or who else was in here? Lawrence, if you have it, please repost it.
His name is Super Symptom.
Oh no, he's been fucking with me too.
Okay, he's been messing with you too?
Oh yeah, he's been fucking with me for like 5 days.
Okay, yeah. He's saying like, guess who has your work address? Yep, that's the guy.
Yeah, he has no followers, no profile picture. Who
Yeah,
cares?
yeah. He said, guess who has your work address? And I even messaged him. It's like, yo, because I know his name. I'm not gonna say his name on here, but I said, yo, man.
No, dox him on my channel, please.
I was like, yo, man, what's going on with you, man? Like, you're really losing it here. I don't need to listen to a trader like you. I'm like, all right, let's. So
Let me read to you the last thing that he wrote me. Let me tell you how vulgar this piece of shit is. I mean, unbelievable. I laugh at this shit. I think it's funny. He says, at Red Pill Jenny, that's a shame. Maybe you should post some more stupid ass videos about how you're going to want to deep throat that draft Dodgers balls or something like usual.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's him.
He's disgusting. He's an animal. He's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's him.
What I call the field nigger.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Sounds like someone just starving for attention.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a profile picture. He's not even worth. Yeah,
but that's him though. His lingos. I know exactly who he is. I know exactly where he lives. I know his first, middle, and last name. I know everything about him based off the sources that's been sent to me. And I don't want nothing. I don't want any harm done to him, but he needs to knock it off here because he's going to F around and find out by somebody.
Unless he's like a hacker, I'm not concerned about him.
He's not a hacker.
Well, then I mean, why are we concerned? Like, he's nobody.
It's only because the reason why I'm behaving like this is because like I live with my father and my sister, and they're both handicapped. If I lived on my own, I wouldn't care. But it's just a fact of the people I live with. It's like, okay, you need to knock this off. But yeah. Anyway,
I don't blame you. I would be the same way. I got a son here. I got my wife to protect. I got family.
Exactly. If I were by myself, I wouldn't care.
All right, so fuck him. He's trash. I'm not worried about him. Yeah, he's been trolling me for like 5 days now. I thought he took like a 2-day, he took like a 48-hour break and he just started trolling me again today. But the thing is, I don't care about trolls. Like, I'm one of those people, I don't take it seriously until it gets serious. And after all of the altercations that I've had with Antifa, I don't honestly care. I really like, see, that's something you can't do. That's something you can't do on TikTok. You can show your guns on YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
this
it's fine.
is an AR
You're
right
good.
here.
You're good.
But-
You're good. You're good. Jeff is here. So Jeff is a great friend of mine.
How many people can you have on here?
I don't
Like
know, like
10.
10 or 12.
If
But the thing is, they fluctuate. So it's not about how many people you have live. It's about how many people watch the replay.
Oh, okay, cool. That's the
So
case. I
that's-
get to show off all my nice pew pews. This is my bedside pistol right here.
Nice. Okay. Jeff says, I had a commanding officer in the cadets who taught us that if you dug a deep enough hole, place a cup inside the hole and then covered it with clear, transparent tape. And then every hour or so, you'd have a full cup of water. Never did it, but that sounds similar to what you guys are mentioning. Yes. Yes.
that's my nightstand.
Oh, okay. Are we all showing off over here? I like it.
Oh, yeah, this is my newest one.
Damn. Get it.
All right,
Nice.
yeah, it's my Mossberg 930, and this is my newest one so far.
Sweet. Hey, Jeff, do you want to jump in the chat audio only? Because I know what you do for a living. Jeff, I'm going to put this up here. If you want to say something, please say something. I missed you. It has been so long since we've talked. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But if you want to, you can. Okay?
Yep.
Oh, and Jeff, if you had anything else that you think might be good for survival, I can add that to the list because I'm going to type it up and post it in the community tab tomorrow. Who's making all the noise? Who that is?
That was
That's not
me.
me.
That was me.
Okay.
My dog wanted out of the bedroom.
Not right now. Happy to listen. That's fine. That's fine. Jeff, if you can think of anything that you want me to add to the list, I will do it tomorrow because I know you have 2 children, you married, you work very, very hard, and I know you can't talk right now, but if you think of anything, text me. And can anyone else think of anything? I'll go ahead and put the
As far as survival,
yes. Anything else that we could get for survival?
I would say this, and it depends on who it is, because I read a story about this. Someone literally starved themselves to death by eating rabbits, because rabbits have no fat. So I would maybe say stay away from rabbits, because rabbits, you need the fat. So rabbits is probably not the best thing to consume for survival. Because
You're absolutely correct, is because one time I cooked rabbit and I had to constantly baste it because it has no fat. So I constantly basted the rabbit just to get it to not be dry.
Yes.
So even as a chef cooking rabbit, he's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
One more thing you can eat and survive on: acorns. You can do a lot with acorns.
Yeah. And also, surprisingly enough, if you come across it, onions. Onions can keep you regular.
Onions have a ton of water in them.
Yeah, but onions keep you regular in survival school. My father taught me this when he went to survival school when he was a ranger. So that works as well.
Good to know. Good to know. Anybody else? Anybody else? Last call. Last call. Here is the link. I'm so happy to see you here, Thunderfoot, because you just like fight me when it comes to coming over to here. But
well, I don't use this that often. I mostly use this to watch like gun videos and tactics to help me be a more efficient individual. But I don't. This is the first time I've ever been on here before at all. So
I popped your cherry.
Pretty much.
It wouldn't be the first time.
If you want another good YouTube channel to learn some survival skills on, Corporal's Corner.
Corporal-
Amazing.
That sounds familiar.
Does a whole bunch of overnighters in the woods, building his own shelters, everything. Go
Well-
back into his old catalog, and he can even show you how to make deadfall traps and everything else.
I know the state that I live in. The state that I live in, if something serious were to happen, I already know where to go and who I'm going to meet when I get there. I know that for a fact. But the state I'm trying to live in is going to be something different because I don't know the routes yet to get there. And the state I'm trying to live in.
It's funny that you should mention that because I did a live 2 days ago and I was talking about how I want to find an actual Thomas guide. Oh, you know what? Fuck that. We're adding that to the list. That's my contribution. An actual Thomas guide of the whole United States, because it's going to have every street, every river, every freeway, every highway. And if communications go down or internet goes down, we want to have an actual paper map of the whole United States. And I know how to read a Thomas guide. I'm not sure that anyone under you were there when I was talking. Okay, so you remember the Thomas guide?
I know how to read a map.
No, do you remember the Thomas guide? It was like a fucking fat ass book like this of everything in the United States.
I don't own one, but I would know. Yeah, I would know.
Okay.
How to use
So
it,
we all need to go to the thrift shop and try to find Thomas guides because I literally want one. I know how to read one, and that's how I learned how to navigate when I was a little kid. So when my dad would drive in the car, he would give me the Thomas guide when I was like 8 years old, and he would teach me how to read it, and I would have to navigate for my dad. Like, so that's what we need to have. If shit goes down, we need Thomas guides, and then we
and
need
a compass. And know how to read a compass.
Baofeng radios are good too.
And know how to read the stars as well.
Backwards.
That's too complicated. What's up, Jules in the house?
Is it really that complicated?
I don't do astronomy. I do astrology.
Oh.
Jules, what did you want to add to the conversation? Everybody say hello to Jules. She's been one of
Hey,
my
Jules.
longtime fans and friends.
I know
and
you. I know
know
you.
him.
What, me?
Yeah, you.
You know what? I'm slightly intoxicated, so I'm sorry.
That's okay. No worries.
So are we. 7.2% IPA. I'm definitely ready.
That's all I'm on.
I'm having Jack and no, I'm not having Jack. I'm having Coke and Jameson.
Coke and Jamie.
Oh, I can't do Jameson anymore. I learned the hard way. You can't take it in shots.
It's better than tequila. I will never drink tequila as long as I live. Tequila is going to kill me. Tequila's racist.
I'm not allowed to do clear liquors.
Thank you. I'm going to die.
I almost got arrested last time I had clear liquor.
I believe it.
Not a good thing.
I can probably tell you what you did in order for you to get arrested, you idiot.
I remember I woke up butt ass naked, front door of my apartment wide open. Neighbor comes out in the morning trying to take her kid to school, and there I am laying in the hallway, bare ass naked, door open.
Well, did she get arrested?
Almost.
Well, I wouldn't blame you for getting arrested. That was dumb.
Yeah. The shit you
Let
do
me
when you're
stop you guys
20.
real quick. We had some comments here. Brady was talking about what about I guess taking care of wounds like
Band-aids and gauze.
Gauze,
So
period pads.
IFAC.
Yeah.
What are
Tampons.
your ideas for that?
tampons, you know, it's much as like people may give you crap, tampons do work. And then unfortunately enough, have you heard of that thing called quick burn? You know, y'all know who quick burn
I
is?
use that in the kitchen, yeah.
Yeah, quick burn works as well. And there's homemade remedies for quick burn as well.
And there's liquid bandage.
Yep. And water is still really important, but boil that fucking water. You gotta boil it because it'll get rid of all that shit out of the water. Boil the water.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea, just in case, to have a brick of beeswax.
And what would the beeswax be used for? I'm writing it down.
Well, I mean, in case you gotta, like say for example, like if you have like a hole in something that you have like a survival, like your liquids in, just put a lighter to the beeswax.
Gotcha. Good idea. Good one. Good one. I wrote that down. This is all going to be added to the community tab list tomorrow.
I can probably
Mary
link
Summer.
my website that I use for IFAC supplies on if you want.
I would say this: anybody and everybody is always have a go bag. If you don't have a go bag, you need to have a go bag. I have a go bag, and in my go
hair
bag,
ties, definitely hair ties.
And in my hair ties work, but in my go bag, I have the basic needs of medical equipment and a firearm. So in my legitimate go bag, I have a pistol, I have 3 magazines, I have a knife, I have things to take care of myself if I have to do that. And always, I'm a driver. I like to drive around and explore different things. On your free time, always go out and drive and find out the back routes, because if traffic shuts down, you need to know the back routes to get to where you need to get to. So you need to go out and explore.
Yeah, you also need to know the streets to stay off of and avoid
Absolutely.
other people.
You have to. If you don't know the streets to stay off of, you're going to die.
Quick, something I wanted to acknowledge. Mary Summers talked about girls need to get the menstrual cups because they are reusable. I have used the menstrual cups before. You can use the menstrual cups for a very long time, and they are super clean, super effective.
You just got to make sure to freaking boil the water before you rinse it off with that.
Exactly. See, like, it's different. You getting it backwards on here. What this woman says: boil that water.
Another thing you need is a Faraday cage.
Hey, one at a time. Get the menstrual cups because they do work, they are effective, and they are reusable. So I remember I bought a 12-pack of menstrual cups, and I probably only used 1 menstrual cup per month and never had any odor, never had any problems. You can make love on them if you're, if you have time for that while you're, fighting zombies and shit. And then it is just a very clean, sanitary way, and it keeps everything like they really do work. Okay. So I'm glad you brought that up. I would rather use menstrual cups in the apocalypse than to use tampons or pads, unless the tampons or pads can be repurposed for other things. Clue says Gorilla Glue. Does anyone agree with that? Gorilla Glue? Is that
Gorilla Glue, from what I remember, can help seal up wounds. If that's what he means by that.
Because we've used that in the kitchen. Like if we didn't have, like if our chefs were too cheap to order liquid bandage, you can actually use Gorilla Glue for a cut on your finger, as well as for a broken nail. So absolutely, we're going to add that to the list. And then Jeff, well, Gorilla Glue, super glue, same thing.
Yeah, any type of really strong glue like that.
Oh, I'm looking at the comments now. Beef jerky does help as well. And one thing my father taught me this is chocolate candy. Candy does not expire. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Candy does not expire at all. So before anyone says, no, candy doesn't expire. In fact, my father told me it was rumored that the longer candy is, the better it is for you. Candy does not expire because it's sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, when I worked at Walgreens, some of the candy bars did have expiration dates, but that's I think that's just
They
to,
just put that shit there
for
just to make people
lawsuits.
feel comfortable.
For
They
lawsuit
did, yeah, they
reasons.
put that shit there for the health department. But actually, I mean, I know you guys came in late, but the two gentlemen that were in the video, one of them got Milk Duds and the other one got Gummy Bears. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right with
Just-
the candy. Next, we have bug spray. Does anyone agree with that? Bug spray for your go bag? Is that?
I really don't say. I really can't say much about bug spray, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut about that.
There are certain plants that you can burn. Why do you need it in your bag? Now, if you don't know which plants they are that'll keep bugs away, then yeah, I can see it. But me personally, I don't have it in mind.
Okay.
Someone commented and said scissors. If you have a legitimate survival pack, scissors will already be in there.
You'll
So
have
you could or
multiple
could
cutting
not add
instruments.
You
One
will.
thing you do need
Also
a pry
say-
tool.
I would also say a like one of those cheap like pedicure sets, because you can use that for numerous stuff.
The nail file. The nail file.
No, I mean like the pedicure set with like the foot file. You can use that to shave stuff off. The cuticle scissors, you can use those for like little things you need to clip and all that kind of stuff. You know.
I like that idea. The manicure pedicure set.
I prefer the pedicure set because it has the foot file in it.
Right. And that can be used for sharpening tools, weapon making, all kinds, whittling wood, all kinds of stuff. Flashlight. We talked about the guys in the video had headlamps, but nobody talked about a flashlight yet.
There are solar power flashlights, aren't there?
Yep.
So
Or
that
the
would be
wind up
really good.
ones.
Yeah, they got wind up ones that also have radios in them and other stuff like that. The only thing is, when you're winding it up, you're using calories. Got to wind it up somehow.
True, true. What about a paddle? What would be the use for a paddle? I'm not sure if paddle would fit in a backpack or a go bag.
In case you need to fight something off.
Well, I mean, we have crowbar. I was thinking, Sean bought the crowbar, but I was thinking a hammer, because a hammer would be more multi-purpose than a crowbar, in my opinion, because it still has the hook feature. So if you need to pry something open, you can use that. If you need to nail something in or flatten a piece of metal or flatten anything, you can use that. And you could use it as a weapon. So to me, a hammer would actually be a really good tool as well as weapon. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, what did anyone else say anything? A water life raft. Well, I think that would depend on where you live. If you live in middle America, you're not going to need that. Otherwise, you better be able to fucking swim or fashion your life raft like they do in Mexico or Cuba, and just get either find a tube, or a lot of times what they'll use is the 32 ounce, not 32 ounce, the 2-liter soda bottles. You leave you fill those with air. I mean, they already have air in them if they're empty. Put air in those, and then you tie some sort of board to that, and then you have a flotation device. But you got to understand, are you going from California to Japan, or are you just going, 100 yards across a river?
I mean, that's dangerous, because we got to think about this, right? Remember that old movie with Clint Eastwood that's also based off a true story called Escape from Rikers Island?
Escape from Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Escape from Alcatraz.
Yeah, Escape from Alcatraz. Yeah.
They died, and it was like a mile offshore. So you gotta be careful with that, because you could freeze to death from hypothermia.
But
Another thing as well,
the waters in San Francisco are very, very cold.
Yes.
The waters in every area are not going to be as cold as they are in San Francisco.
Well, one thing as well as this, and my father told me this, and I actually did it when I was briefly in the Army during FTX training, is get naked. What I mean by get naked is take off your clothes, get in a warm source, bare naked, or just into your drawers for a little bit. Make sure your clothes are warm, and then when you put on your clothes, it will warm up your body. That's another way to do it as well. Do that.
That's why sometimes when it's cold out, like really cold out, I'll stick my jacket in the dryer for a little bit.
No, that's what, and you put it on, and you get warm though, don't you? So that works.
I'm in Minnesota, man. We have that nasty Minnesota winter.
Exactly. So do that.
Okay. Next, I feel so bad for you. I've never been to Minnesota, but I've been to Wisconsin. Girl, y'all got it rough. Anyway, a shovel and a sleeping bag. You know what I was thinking instead of a sleeping bag, because a sleeping bag might not completely fit inside of a backpack. What about those like tinfoil? I think they're called Mylar blankets.
Mylar.
The ones that they give, you know, the kids in cages. The kids in cages. What are those called?
Mylar.
Yep.
Well, we would need
Space
that.
blanket.
It's
I have a
surprising enough it
whoopee in
works.
mine.
Surprising enough it
Mexican
works.
blanket.
I have a whoopee in mine because it also doubles for my poncho liner, and you can use it for a whole bunch of other stuff like shelter or whatever.
Yes, playing
Whoopies are
cards.
great.
I think that's actually really good because it's important to keep the mind occupied. So dominoes would be too heavy. Any kind of board game would be too large, but I think playing cards would be good. I think that's a really good idea.
Although they do have those compact games, like from like the dollar section, like the cheap, ones that you can play in the car for kids. I don't know if they still have those anymore.
And regardless of what anyone says, I know we talked about it before, still always have a lighter. Bear Grylls always says, have a lighter. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Have a lighter. And duct tape works as well. And what people don't understand is duct tape can also help with the wounds as well.
Yeah.
Duct tape also helps.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've had to tape wounds in the kitchen, and it's perfectly fine. I'm glad that you put salt here, Mary. Salt is that's a really good idea because that can actually help sanitize wounds. It can it's an astringent, so I think that's a really good idea.
Coconut oil?
What'd you say?
I was thinking maybe coconut oil.
I don't know anything about coconut oil.
Well, it can be used for a lot of things, like including like a little bit of sunscreen, like for the people that burn really bad so they're not in pain the whole time they're walking around. Or just sunscreen.
I like that idea. I mean, there may come a time where you would need a moisturizer, and coconut oil has very therapeutic properties.
Nutrients.
Whether it's psoriasis, whether it's a skin infection, coconut oil is actually a really fucking good idea. So I'm gonna put that down.
Since that had coconut oil in it, so
yeah.
A book of edible flora and fauna. It'll tell you what's in your area that's safe to eat and what to watch out for.
That makes sense.
I like that. Hold on, I'm gotta find another page to write that on. Our list is getting longer and longer, but I think it's getting better and better. And wouldn't it be fun if we could find all of these items at the 99-cent store? So you said book of...
You're never going to find beeswax or coconut oil at a dollar store. I already have the stuff.
You never know. You might, even if you can't find coconut oil, the alternative to that would be aloe vera gel, which you can find at the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aloe vera has wonderful therapeutic properties as well. So I'm gonna make that interchangeable. If you have money, coconut oil. If you're broke, it would be
Or
aloe
even
vera.
olive oil.
Olive oil? I don't know much about olive oil.
It's a moisturizer. It's a skin softener.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, multiple uses. Like I said, I used to make lotions with like all this kind of stuff in it. Like mine even had a little bit of beeswax to make it solidify a bit. Coconut oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil. What else did I put in
Crisco. If that's the case, then Crisco.
there? Hey,
I mean, like y'all laugh, but it's true.
Vaseline.
Petroleum jelly also works well. I think.
Yep.
Okay, you know what's also a good that you know what also was good. It was really flammable if you want to start a fire. Baby oil, highly flammable.
Okay, good to know. And that's something we can get at the 99-cent store.
oh yeah, definitely.
Certain types of alcoholic mouthwash you can also use to create a fire with.
And I heard one person told me you can use mouthwash like Scope to even use as a bug repellent. It probably depends on where you're
Well,
at.
you know another way. Okay, if you're going to talk about that, you know what else can be used as bug repellent?
Vodka.
What?
Vodka.
No, your own urine.
Really?
Yes. My
Oh, well,
father
that's-
told me that.
that's
My father told me that in survival school. Your own urine can be used as bug repellent. That is all true.
Okay. Mary,
That's
thank you for
that's only for legit survival purposes. If you're like all the way out and you're like off the grid, it's like pee on yourself and it will be used as bug repellent. But however, regardless of what anyone says, do not drink your own urine. That's dangerous. You actually will cause more damage to yourself if you drink your own urine.
Because it's everything your body is trying to get out of it.
Your body is literally getting rid of things that's of no nutrients to you. So re-drinking it is not going to help.
Yeah, because it came out of your body for a reason.
Yes.
I wanted to quickly talk about this, a waterproof case. So let's say you're just getting a basic cloth or nylon backpack for your go bag. Even if the backpack itself is not waterproof, I think this would be where we would want to get the gallon-sized Ziploc bags to place, especially anything that's battery powered inside of that. Okay, so whatever cosmetic
Construction
items,
bag.
food items will probably already be wrapped in plastic. But like the LED headlamp, the matches, the lighter, and the flashlight, that definitely wants to be in a gallon-sized plastic bag. So again, don't go out of your way spending a bunch of money on a waterproof backpack. Just get the
Contractor
gallon-sized,
bags.
Ziploc bags and put the electric items inside of that.
Two contractor bags, because you can put your entire pack in it, waterproof everything, and then when you don't need it, you got the other one. If you need to get off the ground, you can stuff both of them with leaves and make a sleeping pad.
What he said.
That's what he said.
You're right.
We all drunk. Everybody's drunk.
I'm not. I'm sobering the hell up right now based off of this conversation. So I can't afford to get drunk right now.
It's too serious for you.
So follow up with what Clue said about Ziploc bags filling up the air. Plastic straws, not the flimsy throwaway ones, like a plastic reusable straw. So you can suck air out of stuff.
Or if we needed to, well, yeah, okay, got it. Reusable straw. This is all really good. So listen, guys, I'm going to wrap up the live stream. We're at 1 hour and 30 minutes. I want everyone to tell us how to find you if you want the Ragers to find you. This has been incredible input. I think, honestly, you and I, all of us together, are far more creative than Matt and Sean. And I'm not talking shit. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying you and
There's
I.
certain things that they can't discuss to civilians based off of their background. So you can't really diss them. There's just certain things that they're obligated they can't do because they're pretty high up there.
Mhm. But this was really good. I feel like all the bases have been covered so far with this list, in addition to the list that they created. Thank you, Jeff. Listen, everybody say goodnight to Jeff. Jeff is such a hard-working man. Such a
Good night,
hard-working man. Show
Good
him
night,
some.
Jeff.
All right,
Have a
so
good one.
last but not least, go ahead, Conservative Texan, tell us how to find you.
In the chat, I don't really get on my YouTube channel that much. I don't have social media because I'd rather not have the government spy on me. YouTube's all I got. So
Too
Hey,
late
no one
now.
knows.
find me in the chat.
Too late now. You're on Red Pill Rage.
Oh well. I guess I'll have to make a social media then.
Thunderfoot, how do we find you?
I already subscribed to you. It will probably be on my Instagram and TikTok. And you already know where to find me. So just tell them.
Thunderfoot89 on TikTok.
Yep.
And Thunderfoot89 on Instagram. Jules, how do we find you?
My turn. The screen name on here, probably your best bet to search for that on TikTok. I'm not gonna give out my Facebook. My
Please don't.
Instagram, I believe it's Jules Angel 1982, I think.
Okay. Cool. It's been a pleasure inviting my TikTok family over to YouTube, and now you guys see what it's all about. It's a little more serious here on YouTube. We a little more serious on my YouTube channel. You know, we're not just talking about the Heathers and talking about drama. We talk about real shit on my YouTube channel. So now you guys know. Now you've been educated, and obviously you are welcome here at all times. Jules, I love you, girl. I've missed you.
Hey, did you see my hair?
It's beautiful. It's actually a really nice. I like that color better than the red.
I like it too.
It's very
It's
beautiful.
flat, so it's getting everywhere. My brush is purple.
I think it's actually really pretty. Thunderfoot, I'm glad that I got to pop your YouTube cherry, Conservative Texan. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, I'm gonna head over to Instagram and check out this mofo bothering you guys.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
All right.
No, I'm gonna show him. Why not? I got nothing else to do.
He doesn't have a profile picture. He doesn't have a following. I don't know who this person is, but they're very depressed.
I know who that person is, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay, well, DM me. Okay, DM me. Spill the tea.
All right.
That's not good.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.